Hey ladies, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Hello to the new subscribers. And, you know, we're going to be talking about Black woman divesting or just divesting in general. But I know that as a Black woman myself, divesting is really big among Black women right now on these internet spaces, simply because Black women want better. We want to be happy. We don't want to be fall subject to the odds that are clearly stacked against us, because Black women have very unique dating situations and we just can't afford to go along with the status quo anymore, because it's not serving us. It hasn't served us, and it probably never will unless some serious changes are to be made. But that could take years and years and years. And no woman, no matter her color, has the time to wait on anyone to quote unquote get it together so that she can be happy, when she can just go find someone else who's already living the life that she wants to join in with. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today, is the concept of divesting. But really, I'm going to dive a little deeper today and talk about why so many men, particularly Black men, are upset or feel some kind of way when Black women talk about divesting, or when Black women are divested. So I've been spending a lot of time on Clubhouse and that is the hot topic, is divesting. And it's a hot topic on the Black Clubhouse, Black women divesting, particularly in regards to dating other races of men. Because Black women have been historically very race loyal, and we tend to not date outside of our race for whatever reason. Sometimes it was just ingrained in us to think that dating outside of our race is not something that Black women do. It's something that Black men are willing to do, or other races of people do, but never really Black women. But now that Black women are deciding to date out, there's quite a bit of men who have an issue with this. So I hosted a Clubhouse room on Black women divesting and why is it a problem. And a lot of the people who came to speak on the topic, they pretty much all said the same thing. They said that Black men are upset with Black women dating outside of their race because we are the only things that Black men quote unquote own. Meaning that Black men don't really own any, or don't really have any resources. They don't have any real like dominant place in society, except when it comes to access to marriage and children over Black women. And that is why Black men are constantly talking about relationship issues, gender roles, because that's the only thing they really have a sense of control over, is marriage and their last name and their ability to give it to a Black woman. So they talk about it all day and night because that's all they have to talk about. So Black women dating out makes them upset because now they won't have anything to talk about anymore. They won't have any other excuses to say about Black women anymore, that Black women are this and that, because other races of men are accepting Black women for who they are and for how they are. Other races of men are not criticizing Black women on wearing weave. They're not criticizing Black women on their weight. They're not criticizing Black women on the way they dance or the way they talk, on their education. They're not criticizing Black women on any of that. They're accepting and loving Black women for who they are and for what they are. And Black women want that. That's what Black women deserve. And to top that all off, there's just so many more non-Black men that are qualified for marriage than there are Black men. The fact that 50% of Black men are single and childless, but yet, they're not trying to get married, from what it seems, is shocking. There's an abundance of Black women in the Black community. We outnumber our own men, and majority of us are educated. So there's plenty of us that are suitable to be in a household with a family. We're educated. Now I know the men say that education and leading with that and your accomplishments is not what's going to attract a man. However, other races of men do not think that way. Other races of men want accomplished women, and they don't feel any kind of way when you do talk about your accomplishments and your degrees. However, always keep it feminine, ladies. Of course, lead with your femininity. But never feel ashamed to bring up your accomplishments and your degrees, because you've worked hard for that, and that shows you have a level of discipline, that shows you have a level of self-worth and a good work ethic that could be useful in you being a wife and being a mother to a man. And high value men, real high value men, understand that, understand those traits and how important they are to have in his household. Real high value men that are concerned with the greatness of their legacy want smart women in their household. They want smart women by their sides. Look at all the CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. Their wives are not pretty skinny bimbos. Okay. Like, a lot of these wives of these CEOs also went to Ivy League schools. They have masters, they have PhDs. They're incredibly smart. Michelle and Barack Obama are a perfect example, because Michelle Obama was once Barack Obama's boss. Okay. She outsmarted him on the job, right? And he had, the boldness to still ask her out, because Barack Obama is a real high value man. He wanted the smartest woman in the room, and he went after her. Even if that meant going after his boss, he did not care. But majority of the black men on this manosphere internet space, they have a problem with a hyper accomplished woman. They don't think that's a turn on. They don't appreciate those things. And that's just really unfortunate. And that's really sad. And that's the number one reason why the black community is where it is, because the legacy is not appreciated in general. And also the quality of the legacy isn't appreciated. So this is why it's so important for black women to divest, so that you can find men that actually appreciate the non-feminine things that women can bring to the table, and that you find men that consider women more of an asset instead of a liability. And there's just a lot of black men that don't respect women because they want to play women, they want to have sex, they don't want to commit, they want to be confusing. They just want to be all over the place, because a lot of black men are just out here chasing a feeling, chasing a bedroom experience, instead of chasing real life and chasing a legacy. And these men are older men that I'm talking about. Like, these men are 30 and up. I mean, these older black men that are single and childless and employed, they don't care to be married, ladies, because if they did, they'd be married. It's just that simple. There's just no way you can blame half of an entire group of men. And the reason why they're single, you just can't blame all of that on the fact that there's not enough quality women for them to choose from. That's just not true. The fact of the matter is, those men who are single and childless and make it into the six figures, or they're educated, they know that they're special. So they're playing the game. They're playing woman. Like, they're just riding the wave of being important. They don't want to settle down, because if they did, they just would. There's an abundance of black women that are ready to settle down, ready to be wives, that take care of themselves, that are educated, and those men don't want them. Those black men don't want those high value black women. So my message to black women is to divest from them, divest from the black community, because waiting on a black man to choose you is going to disappoint you, because he's not going to choose you. He's going to keep playing around. I was on a Clubhouse room and a black man came on stage. He was in his 30s, like in his early 30s. He had his master's, he was making into the six figures. However, he was single and childless. He's never been married. So the woman asked him, what has been your reason? Like, do you want a family? Like, where's your head at? And he said, yeah, I want a family. I want a wife. And that every time he meets a woman, she's a great woman, great black woman that he's met. However, he has it in his mind that he thinks he can find someone better. every time he meets a woman. And it's this ideology that he's leading his dating life with is what's keeping him chronically single and playing woman. Because he thinks that there's something better, not her, I can get something better. And he considers it like a drug, like a high, that he just keeps playing these games with women. So, and he also said that him and his friends who are just like him, single, childless, making in the six figures, never been married, they also think the same way. Ladies, listen to these men on these platforms. Actually listen to them. Let them speak. Because they will reveal themselves every time. Okay, there's a reason why the black man is the most single group of men in this nation. Okay, because they don't value marriage, they don't value legacy. Majority of them were raised in single mother households. They've never seen their mom treated like a wife. They've never seen their father as a husband. So they're not going to grasp onto the concept of them being a husband themselves. Like, y'all need to move on from these men if you want something serious. If you want a marriage, if you want children, you are better off opening up your options to everybody. Stop being stuck on black men. It's just not it. Now, divesting is more than dating interracially. It's about going towards any and everything that serves you. However, interracial dating is a great result of being divested, as a black woman in particular. Because staying so race loyal has held black women back so much. And black women are the backbone of the black community. If it wasn't for black women and all the education that we possess, the black community would be in shambles because our men are not doing the job. 36% of black men are ex-offenders and have criminal history. And even more of them are in jail. On top of that, the black women outnumber black men in general. So it's time to divest, ladies. The black men are upset at black women divesting because they know that there's better out there than them, and it will aggravate them to see us go to what's better. And guess what, ladies? Those better men, they want you. Okay? Stop listening to black men that want to fearmonger you into being chained to these black kings that don't want to do anything with their life and they don't have any real plans for you. Okay? Just stop it. Seriously. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting pointless because black women were this new modern age of black women, we're getting older. Black women, this generation, we're approaching our 30s, we're in our late 20s. And we're serious about marriage. And for those of us that are wanting marriage, we're serious about it. And we don't want to stay chained to a group of men that are the least married men in the nation. Like, why is this being pushed on us? We deserve to have men that want us. And as a black man, if you're okay with pushing the narrative that nobody wants us, only 2% marry y'all, that's ridiculous. The number is low because black women are race loyal. Black women are desired, okay? Plain and simple. We just are. But other races of men don't think we want them. And black women, we need to change that narrative. I was out last weekend with my new little Persian boo. He Persian, y'all. He's so cute. And he is a software engineer, well into the six figures, has his own property as well. So his net worth is probably way even more than like 3 times as much as his own salary. And he took me to a very nice and expensive seafood restaurant. And I kid you not, that there were at least, I've lived in this city all of my life and I have never went out and about in the restaurant scene and seen so many black women with non-black men. Ladies, this message is spreading. And they were young black women, beautiful, skinny, fit, feminine, friendly. None of them were overweight. They had their natural hair, or they had a little hair extension, but it looked good. Lace wear, like it was cute. And they were with a non-black. I was like, yes, sis, let's go. Black women, there are other black women waking up. Be a part of the crew. Okay. I'm pushing this message because it changed my way of dating. I used to only date black men, and that's where I screwed up. I'm sorry. That's where I screwed up. Okay. I have date after date after date after date lined up, all with other races of men, to very nice restaurants in my city. I don't pay for a split lickety dime. I'm not asked what I bring to the table. Sex is not rushed and pushed in my face either. You know, so far I'm having a good experience being divested. That's just me. But so are hundreds of other black women as well. And that number is going to grow. That little 2-3% marriage rate for other races of men marrying black women, that's going to grow. Okay. That is going to get higher because the internet is a beautiful tool. It spreads messages, which is how action takes form from people getting the message. Then they act on it. Black women are acting on this message. So black men, get it together, or non-black men are going to take your highest quality woman. Stop playing around. If you're 30 and up, stop messing with women you don't want to marry. Simple as that. Black woman, if you're looking to be married, start dating everybody. Everyone. Now, you don't have to sleep with anybody, because I'm not sleeping with nobody. Me personally, I'm not. But, you know, it's still up to you. But just get to know every single man that meets your standards. Stop being race loyal and start being loyal to yourself. All right, ladies, that's all I wanted to say on this video. So make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, share this YouTube video with your friends, post it to your stories and tag me. Follow me on Clubhouse at finewomanhood. And without further ado, have a great night or morning or evening. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.